Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos warning that DNA tech issues in Nancy Guthrie's search may take, quote, months to resolve as we now enter week 4 since Mrs. Guthrie was last seen.
So let's bring in retired FBI Supervisory Special Agent James Gagliano. James, good morning. Thanks for getting up for us. And Chief Nanos' statement could be months before we have DNA, another sort of piece of this whole investigation that suggests that they really haven't got any strong leads right now.
Yeah, Griff, and first of all, good morning, guys. We're not expecting any snow out here in Tucson as we enter the fourth week of the search for Mrs. Guthrie. And look, on the DNA side, again, we keep going back to the fact that this was an unforced error. The FBI laboratory at Quantico is simply the gold standard of plumbing the depths of DNA. And remember, when you get a DNA sample, it's usually so infinitesimally small. What are we talking about? Something from blood, something from saliva, something from urine or semen or a strand of hair. So these are tiny, tiny samples. And the fact that they were shipped 2,000 miles across the country to Florida to a private lab that the sheriff has now admitted there might be some problems or inconsistencies right there, I think it was absolutely an unforced error.
So can I just pick up on that for 1 second, though, Charlie? Excuse me. Because when I was out there and I went to a DNA forensic lab, if you could just elaborate just a touch, James, on the fact that there's the single source, meaning you get this DNA evidence you're testing from what you believe to be just one person versus sort of the trace DNA evidence, which, you know, you have to separate how many people may have been in any given area and how many samples you're actually looking at.
Yeah, Charlie. So we know that DNA comes from 2 different type sources, and these are all locked into what we call the CODIS system, the Combined DNA Index System. Now, there's 2 ways to get it. Generally speaking, if you're a felon, you have to, by court order, submit. Some certain misdemeanors with violence attached, you have to submit, and all sexual offenders. The other side, of course, we've talked about this quite a bit, is genealogical. As you're making those comparisons and the tests are being run, these are tiny, tiny samples. And so, again, if the FBI is able to get their hands on these, and our understanding is that we will, by the time it gets to them, it's already been degraded or diluted. And again, I go back to this. It is simply an unforced error.
So the point here being that it's not the solution is not simply to send the sample from the Florida lab to Quantico, because the problem is the sample's small to begin with, but also as you test it, you destroy some of the evidence itself.
Absolutely. And there's also layers that you have to go through. You have to go through the individual states for those approvals. The FBI just does not simply accept it from a private contracted lab. I'm not casting any shade on private contracted labs. They do good work. But in this instance, again, you have the gold standard. This is where the DNA samples should have gone first.
And it sounds like it might have slowed things down. Just for those of us on the, who aren't in law enforcement, I just always imagined this DNA stuff could happen really fast. It's amazing that it does take that long. But we're glad to have you out there in Tucson continuing to keep us up to date as the story unfolds.
And enjoying the nice weather.
That's right.
James, thank you.
Thanks, James.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.